Hello everyone, my name is Raja Nurul Afika and today I will present to you my paper on effect of grinding period on physical properties of modified bitumen using palm oil field ash. As for today, I will start my presentation with introduction and then I will touch a little bit on the overview of this study and methodology of the study, results and finding, and finally I will do my conclusion based on my study. Transportation is actually a basic necessity to everyone today. We can see the trend. Everybody must have at least one car per house. Increasing in traffic volume may cause damage to the road, such as rutting, potholes, and also cracking. Thus, modification to conventional pavement material is required to overcome this problem. In this paper, we are focusing on modification of bitumen. Malaysia is actually one of the largest producers and exporters of palm oil in Southeast Asia. So, producing palm oil may result in many production of wastage such as palm oil kernel, palm oil fiber, empty fruit bunch and many more. However, part of this waste is usable in the palm oil mill. So, what is POFA actually? POFA is actually an ash resulting from burning of palm oil residue in palm oil mill. The residue is burned at 800 to 1000 degrees Celsius to generate electricity for use in mill. Raw POFA has irregular shape, large particle size, and grayish in color. If we grind the POFA, the particle will reduce and the fineness increase, and also the color will turn to dark gray. So now let's take a look at the methodology. First thing first, we will sieve the POFA passing 75 micrometer to obtain uniform size of POFA. After that, we will grind the POFA for 1, 2, 3 and 4 hours. There are two things to do after grinding the POFA. First, we will check the morphological structure of POFA by using FISAM. Second, we will blend the bitumen of 8100 penetration grade with different percentage of POFA by using high shear mixer. The POFA and the bitumen is mixed at 800 rpm for 60 minutes at temperature of 160 degrees Celsius. Two physical testing, which is penetration test and softening point test, were tested on all samples. Finally, the result from both testing is validated using ANOVA. Here are the images of POFA observed under FISAM on magnification of 500. Generally, POFA has porous and spongy texture and have irregular shape. It is also proof that further grinding of POFA will reduce the fineness and the size of POFA into much smaller size compared to the first picture. The graph shows the penetration value based on different percentage of POFA. Generally, addition of POFA into bitumen will decrease the penetration value of bitumen, which means that the bitumen becomes harder with addition of POFA. However, for 5% and 6% of POFA, increasing in grinding period from 1 to 3 hours increase the penetration results. To see if the grinding hours of POFA has significant effect on the penetration value of bitumen, the ANOVA test is run. The hypothesis is if P is less than P critical, which is P critical is equal to 0.05, the hypothesis is accepted. As we can see in the table, P is greater than P critical, so the hypothesis is rejected for all samples. This is the graph of penetration value based on the different grinding time of POFA. From each grinding time, the graph shows inconsistent result with some samples of POFA modified bitumen having higher penetration value compared to the control sample. However, adding POFA in the bitumen decreased the penetration value for some samples. So, to see if a different percentage of POFA has significant effect on penetration value, the ANOVA test is also run. From the table, P is also greater than P critical, so the hypothesis is rejected for all samples. As a conclusion on penetration value, grinding time and different percentage of POFA has no significant effect on the penetration value of modified bitumen. So, here are the graph of softening point value based on different percentage of POFA. At 5% of POFA, it was recorded that softening point value increased 2.5 degrees Celsius with the increase of grinding time from 0 to 3 hours. However, for 6% of POFA, the temperature maintained at 40 degrees Celsius except at 3-hour grinding time, the value has increased to 42 degrees Celsius and reduced back to 40 degrees Celsius at 4 hours grinding time. Meanwhile, for 7% of POFA, inconsistent value has been recorded. Further investigation has been done by conducting the ANOVA test analysis. Based on ANOVA analysis, P is greater than P critical, which means the hypothesis is rejected. This proves that different grinding hour has no significant effect on softening point value. So, this is the last set of graph. This is the graph of softening point value based on different grinding time of POFA. From all grinding time graph, there is no inconsistent results. The ANOVA results of softening point value by grinding period to different percentage of POFA, it can be seen that all of the percentages have P value more than P critical. Therefore, the hypothesis was rejected because each of percentage of POFA was not significant to control sample. We already obtained the penetration and softening point value. So, from these two values, we can calculate the penetration index. Normally, penetration index value is between -1 to +1. But, however, the penetration index value was found to be within the range of -3.1 to -2. Penetration index less than -2 means that the bitumen has high temperature susceptibility. Asphalt mixture with this high temperature susceptibility bitumen will face with permanent deformation at high temperature, and it will easily crack at low temperature. Here come our conclusion from this study. Based on ANOVA analysis, all p-value was more than 0.05, so the grinding time and percentage of POFA does not contribute to any significant effect towards penetration and softening point results. Addition of POFA into the bitumen does not improve the properties of POFA modified bitumen compared to control sample. Unfortunately, the result is contradicted with finding by Spintarjo in 2011. There is only one possible reason why this is happening: uneven mix between POFA and bitumen, causing POFA to not mix well during the mixing stage. Therefore, to ensure this does not happen again, the precaution steps must be taken. Please make sure that you stir the sample before you do the testing. Also, please repeat the testing if the result seems suspicious. That's all from me. If you have any question, do email me at rajafika@yahoo.com.my. That's all. Thank you.